And that's not good, because now I got a fat tire.
These ducks, part of us, they are very cool.
Well, good Sunday morning, everybody. This is Dave with Nomadic E Biking Adventures. And we've got one more day here. And since we didn't come this way last time, we're gonna go explore this trail here. And maybe we won't, because there's stairs there. But there's you can see the people out there rowing. This part here was always it's interesting. I don't know what kind of complex this is. River sport. So you got a, looks like you got a chance to do some adventures. Oh, it's kind of an interesting little deal there, but anyways, we're gonna go on the bike trail, which looks like it starts here. I want to adjust that back camera. A couple people said they liked that new style. I'm going to, I think it's over a little bit too far. Alright, I think that'll be fine for a while. Oh, what's going on? Oh, my chain jumped for some reason. Alright guys, well, we got some bad news. We are only going to be on pedal power. I lost a sprocket on my chain. Not the lower derailleur sprocket, but the one above it. and I don't know where it is. So we're gonna have to do a abbreviated tour. But I want to go to this Bricktown loop. We're not going to be able to pedal at all. Not pedaling at all. So, wow. Now I'm going to have to see if I can get that part ordered. Oh, that sucks. It's really going to curtail my my route that I wanted to do today. So we're going to be totally on no pedal power. And this is where we went last time, but I want to it really sucks. I mean, I was hearing a little chain reaction, and I thought it was just kind of a bad chain or something. But wow. My best case scenario is that the chain or that sprocket is in my trunk, and then I would just need a matter of a bolt. But let me do this little trek. This one's like a little 3-mile trek on both sides of this canal. Kind of goes down into the wow, that really sucks. Follow this guy. Looks like he knows what he's doing. Thought he did. It's kind of a goofy way to get up here, but look at these statues. Isn't that pretty cool? Morning. Well, I think I need to get down over there. It's boy, I feel so handicapped right now. I don't have any way to pedal. I think this is where we need to go. Now that goes right back up again. So they've got this see. They've got this closed off. So somehow we got to get around over to the other side. And they don't have a detour map. Because all that construction over there, that's where the bike path goes. So let's go see down here. Now it's got to go down there somewhere. And I think this looks like it might go over there. Morning.
Morning.
I think we're back on the path again. So this little trail just goes up and down this canal, Brickyard Canal. So this is a crossover, but we're going to stay on this side. It's kind of like a river walk. Oh, there's a little river walk boat. Now, how do we get down there? Oh, there's no ramp. There's no ramp to get there. Well, they got little river walk tours. Now let's see. We're gonna. This is kind of, we need to get down there and everything goes up. So this is not helping one bit. Go this way. Let's see. Hopefully there's some type of road that goes down that way. There it is. I think I found it. That goes across. So this should go down. Then we got to make a sharp. Whoa. And that's not good because now I got a flat back tire. That's not good because now I got a flat back tire. So this is not going good. Oh, yeah, this ain't going good at all. Our ride is over. Yeah, our ride, it's not good. Alright. Alright guys, well it's a couple hours later. We got the bike back at home here, and we've got several problems that we need to take care of. One was the first one that happened this morning. We're missing the gear here for the derailleur. So not this one, but the one that's above it. That's completely missing. From our last flat, we've got this spoke to replace, and I just found the blowout here. There's it was a catastrophic blow, as you could have heard on the video. So it blew out the sidewall of that tire. I don't see anything that's protruding in the tire, so I don't know where the flat came from. But once we get it all apart, we'll probably blow it up and see where the air bubble is. But either way, we're going to replace it with this tread is getting low anyway. I'll have to look and see how many miles it was since the last tire we replaced, but I do have that spare tire there. We'll replace that, and I've got a new inner tube. I'm not even going to worry about the inner tube to patch it. I've got a new one to replace since they're so inexpensive. So I'm going to put you above me so you can watch me go ahead and take this rear tire off and see what develops after that. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting day all in all. All right, let's get to repositioning. All right, here. I got you positioned above me, and I'll zoom in a little bit if I need to, but it's a good thing to have a pair of little gloves on, because you will get a little oily and wet. So first thing we want to do is disconnect our power, and it's on this connection here. Take a couple of zip ties off, and then we're going to pull this plug apart. And you'll see on here that there's two arrows pointing to each other. And disconnect it. And take it off a little S curve here. Got that one in the clear. Slide that back a little bit. Now, next thing I'm going to do is loosen up the tire. I've got an adjustable wrench here. I'll loosen up this one. This is the easier one. Now, this one I found out, I've got the wheel nut on this side, and then the washer is on this side of the frame, to give it a little bit more clearance for the brake pad. And then on this side, below the derailleur guard, I'm going to go ahead and loosen this one. This thing's been taken apart so many times, it basically comes off. Back it off about 10 to 20 turns until your guard, the derailleur guard, comes off, and then that slips right over your control cable. So take that off, set it off to the side, and then what we're going to do is give that enough clearance, and should be able to pop the tire out. Usually on the other side we've got to use a little hammer. I bought a little hammer for that purpose, so it fits in the bag. Let's see what it does. Let's take our little hammer here. Persuasion. Now I got our tire out. Now, this is an item that needs to be replaced, and I think it can be, it looked like it was just this one piece here. Needs to be replaced, not the whole gear, which is good. So let me see what this is looking like. So it looks like it's this whole piece here. This thing's pretty loose too. I'm trying to see. This looks like it's a I don't know. This other one has an Allen wrench for it, but here you would think this would be an Allen wrench here. But there's something. I guess we'll have to look at a YouTube video, see if we can figure out how to get this piece off. I don't know. That's to be seen, I guess. All right, let's move you back over here a little bit. So, once we got this off of here, we want to get these little separators light ready to go, and you can walk it around, or you can try using these to pry it over. And once you get this one going, it should slide out pretty good. And what you want to do is get this one started. Started on this side. Take that valve cover off stem. Right, so I'll take this tube out. Well, there's our blowout right there. That's a huge blowout right there. Look at it. It's almost an inch long. But so that's nada. And it was so loud, if you could, there was that tourist barge on the river there, on the canal. They heard it, they all looked. So it was a pretty loud one this time. I can see where that, there it is. Actually, it's a, yeah, that's it. Now, worst came to worst, if you could replace the inner tube on it, you may be able to make it back home. But this is where it's separated from the bead. Yeah, that's where it failed right there. From here to here, it's all split. So that's no good. So since we got this, I didn't see any other broken wheel spokes. I still had the wheel spoke broken from last time, and I was just going to wait around till today to replace the spoke. And it's a fairly simple procedure. The spoke that's bad, just peel back this rubber lining, and you can either take a small screwdriver or your spoke wrench and unloosen it until she comes off. There it is. Sometimes they say that this is hard to get out, but this one came out pretty easy. So we've got our arsenal of replacement spokes on it and caps. So we're going to take my gloves off for this. I think you can see everything. Now I'll zoom it in a little bit. I'll do editing on it. You're going to grab one of these replacement ones. You should be able to see that. And we're going to take a replacement spoke. There's a couple different ways of doing this, but it's not too hard either way. So I'm going to go ahead and put our best of them in there. We've got like about a dozen. And I think since I've got this, I replaced maybe 8. So I'm surprised. And I looked real hard on here to see if there was any other ones, and I didn't see any. So actually, that one's in there pretty good. So you see a pattern on here. There's like 2, they come in sets. This one goes over, this one goes under. This one goes over, this one goes under. Next one, it should go over, and then this one should go under. So what we're going to do is drop this down. And this one will be going over. And you may have to force it a little bit to get it to ride over. So that one's going to be going over, and get it in the hole there a little bit. It's going to be going. So you're going to take your cover on here, and usually you can drop it right on top. So it rests right on top, but sometimes you may have to play around with it for a little bit to get it in the position where it's supposed to be going. And I have a screwdriver. Oops, to have your screwdriver ready. You can start it with a bigger one, but there's going to be a point where you won't be able to screw it all the way down again. to get that smaller screwdriver. So once you get it down there, you want to tighten this as much as you can with the screwdriver. So how tight is tight? Well, you can ping these other ones. And that one actually feels pretty tight already. A little bit more. That one's a little bit more to go on it, so get yourself one of these spoke wrenches. This is the one I usually use to put some more tightness on it. And it should, let's see. Give it a couple more turns on it and give it the sound test again. A couple more cranks on it. That should be pretty tight. That's pretty tight. All right, so just out of curiosity, we're gonna blow the old one and see if we can find where the hole is. Well, we know where the hole is. It don't matter. But to get yourself one of these battery powered tire inflators. They come in handy, especially when you're out in the boonies. It'll save you time and aggravation. I'll set that off to the side. So we've got our inner tube and got the tire there. And I was going to show you with this tire. I unfolded it already, but I should have kept it. These could be folded up so tight, you know, that you can keep them inside your bag. And it fits inside of here, or it'll fit inside your other bag, so it's nice and tight. So anyways, that's that. We got no more spokes to replace, so we put our spokes in our little ditty bag here. Now we can, after we're done with this, we can flip this rubber gasket back over again so it covers the holes. That's just to prevent any sharp object coming in contact with your new inner tube. Always carry a patch kit just in case. But like I say, you know, if you carry a replacement, look how compact that is. It fits in your fist, so it's nice and compact. So there we go. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna order a new one on Amazon. And it'll probably be here in a day or two. So, first thing you want to do on this one is remove your valve stem cover. Set that off to the side. And what you want to do is stick it through and then put your valve stem cover on it, just so as you're putting your inner tube together, you don't pull it. This prevents the tube from coming out. We're just going to loosely get that placed over. And what we're going to do is get our new tire, or if your tire hasn't failed, you can use your old one. But mine is due for a replacement. I'll put on here how long it was since our last tire change out. But first thing you want to do is get it rested inside. And this is the tricky part. To get this started, what you want to do is get your tire started here, work on the outsides. And this might take a little bit to get the right combination so your tire feels firm. You don't have to worry about the inner tube yet. But on the back side and the front side, you just want to make sure you're getting a good firm grip on it. And then it's going to come to a point where you're going to have to force it on. Thing to do is put one of these guys in here. Put that guy in there. So, both sides are in. Make sure your valve stem in there. Then what we're going to do is get your tire pump ready, and to keep the valve stem from popping through when you take the cover off, push your tube in like this, press it up against there so it doesn't back out. It's a matter of getting this put on. And we're going to start this up and pump some air in it, and we'll turn it off and we'll go feel around it. So what you want to do is make sure your inner tube is inside the tire. It'll unfold itself and ravel it out so it's nice and smooth as you put air in it. But One thing you want to make sure is when you put this on, that your inner tube isn't sticking out here and getting pinched in with this hard side. You don't want this side to pinch down on your inner tube because it'll pop it. So I'll just go around and you can see. I only put like a pound or so in, just so it blows it up a little bit. But you can see both sides. And if you do see the inner tube, just tuck the tube in there a little bit more, and you should be good. So once you've got inspected it and feel comfortable that everything is not pinched, go ahead and pump some more air in. This has a meter on it, 4.5 pounds. This one has a PSI rating of 35. And I usually put like 30, 32 or something like that. Some people run them real light. All depends on the surfaces they're going to be biking on. If it's sandy or a lot of gravel, you may want to keep the PSI low. If you're doing a lot of paved riding, higher is better because then it seems to glide better. So we're up to 13, 14 and a half. And occasionally you can go around. Everything should be intact. £19. So I've got it at 32 pounds right now. You're going to lose a little bit of air when you take this off, but if not, it should come off. So that'll probably bring it back down 31. And put your cap back on. And there we go. Brand new tire. I want to see. My odometer reading was 34. Let's say it's 34.85. I'll see what the last one was. Alright, so last time the tire and the tube were replaced along with 2 spokes was July 28th, 2024 at 2807.3, and that was 535.2 miles from the last tire change, which lasted 37 days. So I'm going to put today's date, which is September 1st, and make a note, replaced tire and inner tube. And 1 spoke. And that was at, I got to turn that on to see the exact, but I believe it was right around 34.85. Let's just say it's that. And that is, what's 34.85 minus 2807.3? So that's 677.7 miles. And how many days? Let's see. How many days ago was it to July 28th? 35 days. So with the amount of riding I do, I'm replacing this tire just about once a month. 35 days, one was 28 days. And I've got pretty close. I was going to try to get to 3,500 miles today, and I would have made it, but I only made it like 1.5 or 1.8 miles today before this broke and then my tire blew. So we replaced the tire 35 days later when we replaced it last time on July 28th, and it went for 677 miles. So we got a little bit more miles out of it this time. The last couple times it's been 539, 677, so that's pretty good, if you want to call it that. I have no idea why it blew out. I mean, but you can see that this one is starting to get low. The high side of the tread is smooth, so it may have picked up a burr or a pin. You know, I've seen different things that I've run over that causes the tire to go flat. So there we go, roughly 677 miles, and I blew again. So all right, what we're going to do now is get this tire remounted. We're not going to be able to do anything with the derailleur until we get a new part, and I still haven't figured out how to get this new part or get that piece off. But it did look, I just quickly looked on Amazon, and it looked like this part was available, unless it was this part. I bet you somebody on YouTube has a video on it, and I'll probably put one on whenever that time comes around to get that put on again. Anywho, all right, and I just got this magnet for the GoPro, so it's my first time using it, so it's going to work out pretty good today because you get a nice clean shot right here. All right, I think we can put this on. Okay. No, I don't know. I should just keep it off, because I'm not going to be able to do anything until I get this thing replaced. So I'm not even going to worry about putting this thing back on. I need to find out how to get it off. And it's just easier to keep everything like this. So I'm going to call quits on this one. But after you get the tire on, all you're going to do is hook up the control cable, and there's two arrows, plug it together, and make sure everything's tested and ready to go, and you should be good to go. So I'm going to leave it here because I've got to take this apart, and I'm going to leave the tire off. Just it's a lot easier that way. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this one. Appreciate you guys coming along, and we'll see